One day, a man walked into a pet store and asked the clerk, "Do you have any parrots?" The clerk nodded and pointed to a cage in the corner. "We have one right there, but it's a bit of a special case." Curious, the man walked over to the cage. Inside was a parrot with a sign that read, "Caution, this parrot swears." "Why does it swear?" the man asked. The clerk shrugged. "It just does. It's been trained that way." The man, wanting a bird that would speak in a more refined manner, thought, "I can fix this. I'll buy it and teach it some manners." A week later, the man returned to the store, looking frustrated. "This parrot is impossible. It just swears nonstop." The clerk nodded sympathetically. "Well, did you try putting it in the fridge?" The man was puzzled. "What?" The clerk explained. "Every time it swears, you put it in the fridge for 5 minutes. It'll learn." The man was skeptical but decided to give it a try. He went home, and sure enough, when the parrot cursed it again, he put it in the fridge. 5 minutes later, he let it out, and the parrot seemed quieter. The next day, the man came back, grinning. It worked. The bird is so polite now. The clerk raised an eyebrow. "That's great, but what about the chicken?" The man blinked. "Chicken?" "Yeah," the clerk said. "You didn't happen to notice a frozen chicken in the fridge with the parrot, did you?" The man gulped. "Oh." Apparently, the parrot had learned that some things were best left unsaid.
The
Common
missing
sense
socks
lesson.
mystery.
Sometimes
One day,
the
Mark
solution to a
noticed something
problem
strange
seems
happening
simple
in his
until you
laundry.
realize
Every
you
time
might
he
be
did
overlooking
his
the
wash,
obvious.
a sock would mysteriously disappear. This had been going on for weeks. He'd end up with one sock missing from each pair. He started getting frustrated, thinking that maybe there was some sock-stealing gremlin living in his dryer. One evening, he had enough. He decided to conduct an experiment. He carefully placed an odd pair of socks in the laundry basket, ensuring they were the perfect match. When the wash was done, he rushed to the dryer, ready to catch this mysterious culprit. To his surprise, he pulled out the laundry and there they were, both socks. In fact, there was no sock missing at all. Confused, he took a closer look and realized the missing socks weren't missing at all. He'd just been pairing them wrong. The socks weren't mismatched. They were just different colors and patterns, and he hadn't been paying enough attention. With a sheepish grin, he realized that the only thing missing in this whole ordeal was a little common sense. Sometimes the solution to a problem is much simpler than we think.